This is what the Starbucks logo would look like from behind. The siren's tail is wide open, and this detail was completely intentional. It might seem a little creepy at first, but there is a reason for it. To understand why Starbucks chose such a strange design to represent their brand, we need to go back to the very beginning. The story starts in 1971. The founders of Starbucks were inspired by the novel Moby Dick. Because Seattle was a port city, and their coffee beans arrived by ship, they wanted a name and brand tied to the sea. They chose the name Starbucks, and then began searching for a logo according to the company's website. According to the company's history, they were studying old marine books when they found something unusual. It was a 16th century woodcut of a twined-tailed mermaid. This figure was later identified as a siren. The moment they saw it, they knew they had their logo. At first, the choice might look simple. A mermaid is a sea creature, so she fit with the nautical theme. But the real reason ran deeper. The siren's background carried meaning that was far darker, and the founders understood it. In early Greek mythology, sirens were not mermaids at all. They were described as birds with the heads of women. Later, they became women with wings and clawed bird feet. Over the centuries, they changed again, sometimes even drawn as dragon-like creatures, until finally they were seen as mermaids. But no matter how they looked, their role never changed. Sirens were dangerous. They used beauty and song to lure sailors to their deaths. Men who heard them could not resist. They steered their ships into rocks or jumped into the sea, never to return. One of the most famous examples comes from the story of Odysseus, who tied himself to the mast of his ship so he could hear the sirens but not act on their songs. But wait, what does this have to do with Starbucks? Their original logo showed a bare-chested siren with two tails spread apart in a seductive pose. This was not an accident. The founders wanted Starbucks to pull people in the same way sirens drew sailors. They wanted customers to see, smell, and carve Starbucks. And this is confirmed by Howard Schultz, the former chairman and CEO. He later wrote, "That early siren, bare-breasted and Rubenesque, was supposed to be as seductive as coffee itself. But as Starbucks grew, the design created problems. When the company was small, it worked. But when the image was blown up on delivery trucks or storefronts, the bare-breasted siren became too provocative. To avoid criticism, Starbucks changed the artwork. Over the years, the siren was covered, softened, and redesigned to look more modest. For the next 2 decades, the logo became increasingly tame. Yet one thing never changed. The siren always remained at the center of the brand. Starbucks never abandoned her. In fact, in 2008, they even brought back the original bare-breasted version as a return to their roots. The move failed immediately. Customers rejected it, and the design was quickly dropped. On the company's official logo evolution page, that version is not even listed. It is almost as if they want to erase it from memory. Still, the fact that Starbucks tried proves how important the siren is to their identity. Some may find that creepy when tied to marketing, but it has worked.